Yo, what is good? My anime very evil. What is good? This episode of typical actually was pretty cool. I think this is a good showcase yet again of just the levels of where he is compared to others really stacks up. Not only can a demon lord use a holy weapon, it kind of defeats the whole entire um interest of what's the difference between him and what's the difference of holy and unholy is kind of the usual thing they go with in these types of anime. So to just have that be, I'm getting a full blown fight with a skeleton. I can't stand that. But we're seeing a much darker um version of what art has been doing uh, and trying to keep under wraps. Now that he's just kind of cutting loose and we see how easily he can remove limbs off of people, it definitely should put in the people's mind um, how much he's probably holding back when it comes down to a lot of these characters. And for him to go into this mode, it more or less says a lot about the people who are on his team, which reminds me a lot of Overlord, where a lot of the scariest fighting people in that show are on the team of our main character. So it's kind of like, oh, even though we're worried about a certain someone, we don't have to worry about him because he's on our team type of deal. And this definitely has those vibes. And I apologize for the beep in the back. I gotta get the battery on that thing done. But overall, I really did like what I was seeing. It's just another one of these instances where I have no idea of what they're gonna do, and I kind of figured the guy with the mask was gonna be not really all that much, and he really wasn't. Like it was kind of obvious just by the way he was slowly but surely trying to get a position where he's, overall in control and has the best chances of winning. And then look what happened to him, right? Like, even though he got the best opportunity he could, he still ends up in this position where it's like, okay, bro, you you might as well have just not showed up to the fight after it was over and just left. And it just goes to show you what some of these characters can do as long as the mental state of someone like a Sylvie isn't in the right place, or because of the fact that she actually trusted him. You got to remember, he was the first person to greet her after her long gone away scenario. So this was the very first person that she kind of gave her trust to, unfortunately, right? And after doing so, he's been like keeping tabs on her. So it's kind of weird that he thought he could do what he wanted, and I think it's more or less because this is either a just the mask itself um, acting on its own, and it's like its own person and stuff, which would be kind of cool. Um, but I with how it ended, you can honestly tell that's not the end. Like it's very clear to me that something. Oh, did I just die? Brr, something obviously is going to come more after this, so in my opinion, anyway, it should. So, overall, I hope y'all having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely be talking to y'all sooner than later. So, take care and let me know what you're thinking of this show. I actually just saw that people are actually dropping it after this week's episode, so it is what it is. I did like what I was seeing, but that's sometimes what I like isn't for everybody. Like That's kind of why I talk about these shows, or I have this platform, is so I can talk about shows and try to give them as much attention as I want, or that other people aren't going to give it. So, with that being said, I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.